Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Barely Moving, the YouTube channel that consists of me barely moving to different places. Today you join me on a fantastic journey to the Lake District, all the way on the western coast of England. Yes, I'm going cross country today and it's going to be a good one. We're going to be going through mountain ranges, climbing mountains and doing all sorts of lovely stuff. Today it will be a journey of about 95 miles. We're going to a lovely little town in the Lake District called Keswick, and we're going to be staying on the side of the lake. Awesome. So today's video is going to be the first part of 3, as I've made a few videos from this trip to the Lake District, so those will be out within the next couple of weeks, so don't forget to ring that bell and you will get a notification of when they come out. Now if you're just joining me for the first time today, I'll put a little link at the top of the screen there. Click that, go back and have a look at the introduction to what I'm riding. It's a Honda Supercub C50, and yes, it's pretty slow, but it's a whole lot of fun. Anyway, first things first, on this trip we're going to be going over the Pennines, this mountain range in the middle of England. Let's get cracking. So after about a 2-hour journey on the nifty 50 Honda Supercub, we've managed to get to the top of the Pennines. After going through valleys holding up traffic, being the envy of all cyclists around, we managed to get to the top, to the car park where there should be a pub, but it burnt down a few months before, so I was a bit miffed about that because I wanted to have a stop off, have a break. But there seems to be quite a few food trucks here, and also the TVR Owners Club seems to have rocked up for a day out. But when weather was especially like this, you don't want to miss it. And you can see the first glimpses of the Lake District, which on this beautiful day you can see for miles. So it's pretty nice to be able to see where we're going. We're about halfway from our journey, and yeah, let's get cracking. We'll be going down the other side, so my Honda will be going the fastest it's ever gone because we're now going down the hill. So see how fast we can get. I'm not even going to try and work out what the fuel economy was for that part of the trip. Now bear in mind my Honda should get somewhere in the high hundreds, possibly 200 miles to the gallon. That trip would have been a bit of a wipeout for it. I mean, back in the 1960s, my Honda Supercub was conceived probably for somebody a lot smaller than I am, so I don't think it really had this kind of trip in mind when they were designing it, but it did admirably well. Now, it only has 3 gears, so the first gear is incredibly small, so you could go up a mountain with a fridge on the back and you should be okay. But anyway, we're down the Pennines now with a straight shot to the Lake District. We get to go through some nice little towns, seeing all the sights that you wouldn't normally get to see with the motorway. So that is why this is a good preferred route to the Lake District. Much nicer, and especially on a nice day like this. So as we ride on with our glorious journey being the bane of every other motorist's existence, we can see the peaks of the Lake District getting bigger and bigger as we're getting closer and closer. So this journey should only take about 2.5 hours with a car, but by this point it was bordering on 4.5 hours. So yeah, it took me a while, but yeah, nearly there. So we've arrived in Keswick after a great sedately drive through the Lake District. Not by choice, but by the limitations of my Honda 50. It's only one of the few limitations it has, because it can literally do everything else. So now it's time to go find the hotel. I say hotel, but it was more like a youth hostel, but it was a very nice youth hostel. So anyway, it's located on the banks of Lake Derwentwater, which also is right next to Keswick, so it's time for a little lakeside drive to find the hotel. Now while driving along the stunning banks of Derwentwater through this beautiful forested area, of course I missed the turn off for the youth hostel. I just think it's my Honda 50 being so confident, doesn't want to stop, could ride it forever. So pulled on the reins, chucked a quick UE and finally got to the youth hostel. Now we arrive at this beautifully situated historic building right in the middle of the Lake District, overlooking Lake Derwentwater. What more could you ask for? There's campgrounds, there's a restaurant, and yes, of course, there's the normal beds, toilets, waterfall behind the hotel, all your normal generic stuff. So it's really a good hotel that we've stayed at for a couple of times. So it's the Derwentwater Independent Youth Hostel. Cannot give it a high enough rating. So the bike's parked up, we're all settled into the youth hostel, time to head up round back and do a bit of exploring. So the hotel waterfall is here as we've seen earlier on. We head up past there and we go up to Ashness Bridge, a popular local hotspot with the tourists. We continue past Ashness Bridge and we head up to the also very popular lookout Surprise View, and which offers unparalleled lookouts of Derwentwater. What a stunning day. So guys, like I said earlier on in the video, this is part 1 of 3 of my trip to the Lake District. What you can expect from the next couple of parts will be mountain climbing and doing a couple of mountain passes with my bike. Now if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and possibly subscribe. And also if you're interested in seeing the next couple of videos, which will be coming up in the next few weeks, please click that notification bell and you'll get a notification when they're up. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it today guys, so see yous all next time. Bye!